I have insomnia really badly, so I don't sleep very well because of my size. I never really know if when I go to bed, if that's gonna be the last time.
The mornings are the worst part of my day, and I hate waking up because of how hard and painful it is being in this body now.
When tempers explode, nothing is off limits. These meltdowns took my 600-pound life to a whole new level of chaos. Tears turned to rage, kitchens became battlefields, and even the cameras couldn't contain the storm. These are the most outrageous, jaw-dropping meltdowns ever seen. Every day, Karen's ability to walk slips further away, and her weight spirals with it. Sleepless nights feed her fear that tomorrow may never come. She's exhausted in every way a person can be, physically drained, mentally frayed, yet somewhere deep inside, there's a flicker of fight left. The question is whether that spark will ignite before it's too late. Can she take her life back, or will she fade away under the weight of it all? Her story begins here, at the edge of desperation and hope.
Taking a shower is extremely difficult because to get there, I have to walk up 16 stairs. Some days I can't get all the way up the steps, and then I have to do my plan B, which is taking a sponge bath using a basin in my room. Doesn't get the job done as well as a shower does.
Karen's frustration is palpable. She aches for change but feels stuck in quicksand. Bathing is an ordeal. 16 stairs separate her from the bathroom, and by the time she climbs them, she's spent. Most days, her daughter has to help her shower, a deeply personal task she hates needing assistance with. It's a painful reminder of how much independence she's already lost. Pride clashes with necessity, but the truth is unavoidable. Without help, she can't manage.
Like suddenly I feel like I can't breathe or my chest is tight. The fact that I'm winded just walking from my bathroom is not good. I'm supposed to take medicine for anxiety, but I haven't been to an appointment in a while, so no medications right now. It's hard to be compliant on medications when you don't go to your doctor's appointments.
Her health is hanging by a thread. Alongside her weight issues, Karen battles lymphedema, making proper hygiene nearly impossible. Asthma tightens its grip, leaving her winded after only a few steps. But perhaps most dangerous of all, she's falling through the cracks of her own care, skipping medications, missing doctor's appointments, letting vital treatment slip away.
When I look back between my childhood and now, I do see for the first time I used food as a security blanket. There was at an age where I was given an assignment, I didn't understand it, and the person who was in charge of helping me with my homework.
The cruel irony? Karen's profession is restoring others, yet she can't heal herself. After battling depression, she once found hope in a mental health facility. She recovered, trained, and became a certified counselor, guiding others toward their own breakthroughs. It's work she loves, a calling that fuels her spirit. But the weight is a dark shadow looming over it all, threatening to strip her of the very career that gives her life meaning.
Doing it, I was suffering really badly with depression and really bad with this sadness that I felt was like so overwhelming. And then the more weight came on, the less I felt worthy, and that's how it was for a while.
Karen's love for her children is the purest part of her life. She once feared motherhood would come alone, and those fears became reality when she got pregnant by a man who abandoned her 7 months in. She was terrified, heartbroken, certain she couldn't do it alone. But then came her twins, the brightest light she's ever known. They've become her anchor, her reason to keep breathing when things get unbearable. No matter how dark the days get, they remind her she has something worth fighting for every single day.
Meet new people. And one of the first people that I met was this man who was much older than me. He was 27 years older than me, but he was really nice. And he asked me out to lunch, and he was kind and he was nice, and that was just something I wasn't used to.
She's grateful for them now in a way she couldn't have imagined back then. Karen's relationship with their father began with sweetness, but his abandonment during pregnancy left her reeling. The fear of raising children alone was overwhelming, but those twins became her greatest gift. They are her purpose, her motivation, her source of joy. She knows the value of having someone in your corner, especially after growing up without that safety net. Now, her mission is clear: fight for her health so she can be there for them for as long as possible.
I don't have like a goal weight in mind. I just want to be healthy. My short-term goal is to be able to go to my children's graduation because they're seniors this year. So I just want to be able to be comfortable and not worry about whether I'm going to be able to fit.
Dr. Now wastes no time spelling it out. There's serious work ahead. Nervous about traveling to Houston, Karen opts for a video call first. She explains her health struggles and anxieties in detail, hoping to find a path forward. Dr. Now wants her to start with 2 concrete steps: check her weight and begin therapy immediately. Only then will he consider bringing her to Houston. It's a cautious start, but necessary. For Karen, even small steps feel monumental, and each one will test whether she's truly ready for the fight that's ahead of her.
Or I don't even know what happened, but I had like a really big panic attack, and I just left everything in the store and I left, and I haven't been back inside one ever since.
So we're gonna try to desensitize you to that fear.
Her first therapy session is surprisingly uplifting. Karen opens up about her fear of leaving the house, a fear so deep she's convinced strangers will judge her size instantly. The therapist listens, then challenges her to take her dog for a walk. To Karen's credit, she agrees. For someone who's been hiding away, it's a significant step. The session ends with hope, a sense that maybe, just maybe, she can begin to reclaim her life. But whether she follows through will be the real measure of her progress.
How it goes?
All right.
Actually, I'm going for a walk.
Well, good luck.
Thank you, honey. Let me put this up and we'll go. Just around the block. It's no big deal.
The next test comes quickly. Karen picks up her dog and steps outside, ready to prove herself. But less than a minute later, she's back inside, fear winning yet again. The world beyond her door still feels hostile, and without walks, the path to weight loss becomes even harder. Her anxiety isn't logical, but it's powerful enough to derail her plans. Overcoming it will be as critical as any diet plan. Without that breakthrough, the rest of Dr. Now's program may remain out of reach, no matter how much she wants change.
Hello.
Hi, Dr. Now.
Hi, Karen. Well, what is your weight?
It was 604. When I first started, I think I was in a high 600, so.
Dr. Now isn't quitting on her yet. Karen calls with an update, but her progress is minimal. She admits she hasn't been going outside, still wrestling with her anxiety. Understanding the urgency, Dr. Now sends a team to check her vitals at home. The goal is clear: see if she's still medically fit for surgery, or if the clock has already run out. For Karen, the visit is both a chance and a warning. Time is still moving, whether she's ready or not, and opportunities won't wait forever.
That's the problem. I don't know what the worst that can happen is, and I'm not ready to go find out either. I'm definitely not trying to give up here, but I'm just scared to go into a new place. I'm just not ready yet.
Then, a surprise win. Dr. Now's team finds she's lost 40 pounds since they first spoke. It's progress, and it matters. Encouraged, he sets a new challenge: lose another 50 pounds in 2 months. If she can do it, she'll come to Houston and finally have a shot at surgery. It's the clearest path forward she's had yet. The stakes are high, but the reward, her health, her mobility, her life is worth it. For the first time in a long time, there's a real sense that change could be within reach.
The doctor for my mother, I wouldn't say freaked out, but she definitely was a bit shaky.
Then, heartbreak. Karen takes her daughter to a local hospital, a bold step toward facing her fears. But when the doctor reacts strangely to her size, humiliation crashes over her. She feels unsafe, exposed, and more determined than ever to retreat back inside. The incident rattles her deeply, erasing much of her hard-earned progress. Even her daughter is shaken, angry at how her mom was treated. It's a painful reminder that the world isn't always kind, and that the road ahead will challenge her in more ways than just losing weight.
And if you want to still keep working with Dr. Paradise on your acrophobia, we can continue with that.
Nathan is 35 and living in constant agony. The worst part? A large open sore on the back of his leg that never lets him forget his reality. Every morning crashes over him like a wave of pain. He doesn't even know his exact weight, but he knows it's killing him slowly. His body feels like a prison, heavy, uncooperative, and unforgiving. The days blur together in discomfort, but deep down, there's a flicker of hope this could be his wake-up call. Can Nathan turn things around before it's too late? This is where his journey begins.
Because my weight pushes the air out of my body. So I started sleeping in my chair, but I hate that because it means that I can't sleep by my wife Amber anymore. She's usually gone by the time I get up. She's a school teacher and so am I. I teach theater, but I've been on medical leave for a while now because of how hard it is for me to get around at the size I'm at.
Imagine hurting just from sitting still. That's Nathan's every day. From the second his eyes open, his body protests, each movement layered with pain. His health has deteriorated so much that he's been on medical leave from work, with no sign of improvement. His only real activity is walking his dogs, and even that leaves him drained. It's like his body is sending him a constant alarm: change or collapse. The urgency is there, but so are the bad habits. Every moment without action is another step toward a future that could end far sooner than it should.
My size. And sometimes I don't get as clean as I want to. Sometimes my wife has to help me, but when she's gone, I try to do it on my own.
Some of the things that I do, Nathan specifically asked that it not be mint, because I do things that not even a wife should have.
Nathan's lymphedema is so advanced that fluid constantly seeps from his leg. After each shower, he has to carefully dry the wound, trying to keep infection at bay. But even with care, the risk remains high. The sight is gut-wrenching, enough to turn your stomach. But beyond the shock factor, it's heartbreaking. No one should be forced to live in constant pain, trapped in a cycle that feels impossible to break. The wound isn't just physical, it's a cruel reminder of how far his health has fallen and how urgent it is to reclaim control.
There isn't a moment where I'm not craving something to eat. No matter what I'm facing, food will make it better. Food is my relief and my comfort, and it's what I constantly want.
Food is the only thing in the world that doesn't talk back unless it gives you acid reflux.
It's just gonna make you feel better. And when I'm eating, it's euphoric.
Nathan's unhealthy relationship with food started early. In his family, food wasn't just a necessity, it was the answer to everything, even minor discomfort. Headache, eat, sad, eat. That mindset fueled rapid weight gain, making him an easy target for school bullies. With every insult, food became more than comfort. It became his refuge, the one place he felt safe. But over the years, the comfort turned toxic. The very thing that once shielded him from pain is now the weapon slowly breaking him down, one meal at a time, leaving him desperate for a way out.
From the first time I saw Nathan, I could see what made him special. He's a great person. He is an amazing theater director. He is an amazing teacher. And having similar backgrounds with food was something I saw as a positive back then.
This one stings. Nathan once tried weight loss surgery but didn't make it through the procedure. The failure crushed him, and he gave up entirely. Since then, his health has only worsened. Thankfully, his wife stands by him, but their shared love of food keeps fueling bad habits. They overindulge together, making it harder for either to break free. Love can heal, but it can also enable, and in their case, it's a dangerous mix. Nathan's weight problem isn't just his. It's woven into their life together, turning their marriage into both a lifeline and a trap.
So now I'm at a point where I'm 600 pounds and I have a huge lymphedema mass on my legs. Pretty much keeps me stuck in my chair all day, every day.
The cracks in their relationship are starting to show. Nathan's wife is losing patience, disgusted by his eating habits and frustrated by his lack of effort since the failed surgery. Their bond is straining, and now it's affecting their children. Nathan feels the distance widening and the risk is growing. He could lose more than his health if he doesn't act soon. It's clear the time for denial is over. If he's going to change, he needs to face doctor now and commit fully before the consequences become permanent and impossible to undo.
Being able to have, I guess, an intimate relationship, not like a sexual relationship, because Nathan and I have never.
Hey, look, they have croissants too. You like croissants, don't you?
That's not what it's about, but just like being able to spend quality time with each other where it doesn't involve.
Her frustration runs deeper than anger. It's fear. She misses the life they once shared, the activities they enjoyed together. Now her world revolves around caring for Nathan and eating with him, and she knows it's dragging her down too. Already at 400 pounds herself, she worries she's on the same path. And she's right. This is more than his fight now. His refusal to change could cost them both. The resentment is building, and without a real shift soon, their relationship may not survive the weight of this struggle.
Here's mine.
I know.
If he goes on this, it would be benefit for both of them. Because if he can lose the weight, it'd make both their lives better.
Are you excited?
Yeah, I am.
Finally, a breakthrough. Nathan's wife convinces her mother to intervene. She sits Nathan down, urging him to take the leap and seek help from Dr. Now. Her persistence works, and soon they're on the road to Houston. The trip won't be easy. Nathan's body is already under immense strain, and the long drive is a gamble. But staying home is no longer an option. This is his chance to take back control, and if he can survive the ride, he might just be able to survive the fight ahead.
That he's committed. So he either does this and hit his goal to show me what I need to see from him, or weight loss surgery won't be an option because it will ultimately fail if he isn't willing to do at least his part.
At the hospital, Nathan's body holds up surprisingly well after the trip, but the number on the scale, 607 pounds, is sobering. Dr. Now doesn't waste time. He gives Nathan a strict set of instructions and specific exercises to start immediately. Most importantly, he sets the target: lose 60 pounds in 2 months. If Nathan meets it, he'll be approved for surgery. If not, the opportunity disappears. This is the turning point. Every choice from here on out will either push him toward the operating room or lock him deeper into the life he's desperate to leave.
I don't even know how far we walk.
About 1/8 of a mile.
We can turn around if you
No,
need
go
to.
to the stop sign. I'm good. It hurts.
I try to walk every day for like 20 to 30 minutes. The changes have been pretty easy for me because I just got to a point.
To his credit, Nathan throws himself into the plan. Back home, he's focused, walking and talking with his wife, building momentum. For the first time in years, she sees genuine effort, and it excites her. The routines are small steps, but they add up, each one moving him closer to his goal. The question now isn't whether he's trying, it's whether his dedication will be enough. 60 pounds in 2 months is a tall order, but Nathan's newfound determination suggests he might just pull it off if he can keep the fire burning.
I think I have a good chance at it. At the last appointment, I was 607 pounds. And Dr. Now told me to lose at least 60 pounds in 2 months. So that means I need to be under 547 pounds today.
The moment arrives. Nathan gets the green light. Dr. Now officially approves him for weight loss surgery. After years of pain, a failed first attempt, and endless setbacks, Nathan has earned this breakthrough. The relief is overwhelming. He and his wife are thrilled, their shared joy washing away months of tension. This isn't the end of the road, but it's the start of something bigger. Surgery is no longer a dream, it's scheduled reality. For Nathan, this is redemption, proof that no matter how far you've fallen, there's still a way back if you're willing to fight.
Lose at least 40 pounds. Then once he goes back on solids, he should be able to lose at least 20 pounds each month until he gets close to his target.
Gary is just 32, but his independence is already gone. If his caregiver skips cleaning him, he can go unwashed for days. Something as simple as stepping into the shower is now only a fantasy. He doesn't know his exact weight, but the reality is written across every strained movement. He's running out of time. The truth is brutal, but there's still one burning question. Can Gary pull himself back from the edge, or is he too far gone? His fight for survival begins here, balancing on the line between hope and heartbreak.
It's difficult, especially when you got a lazy caregiver. I feel fabulous about my current caregiver, but I'm talking about other people. If that person doesn't thoroughly clean me.
For the first time in a long while, Gary finally has a caregiver who takes their role seriously. In the past, caregivers rushed through the motions, leaving him uncared for and his body in poor condition. Important routines were skipped, hygiene neglected, and Gary was left suffering the consequences. But now, things feel different. His new caregiver follows every step, treating his care with patience and attention. It's more than just cleanliness, it's dignity restored. For Gary, this is the first glimmer of progress, and he's genuinely grateful for the change. It's a small step, but a meaningful one.
Believes my mom comes over to cook breakfast for me. That's when everything turns around.
Hey, Gary.
Hey, Mommy.
How you doing?
I'm fine.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay, so you ready for your breakfast?
Yeah.
There's a cruel irony in Gary's household. His mom worries constantly about his weight, but she's also the one cooking his meals. When the caregiver leaves, she takes over, and Gary eats every bite. No portion control, no boundaries, just endless food. She admits she's terrified he'll never leave his bed again if this keeps up. And with his current size, that possibility is alarmingly close. It's a dangerous cycle, one fueled by love but poisoned by enabling. Unless it's broken soon, Gary's dreams of recovery will stay just that, dreams that never have the chance to become reality.
When they thought I wasn't home, about how bad I was doing with my weight, it made me cry. That's when I first remember eating purely for comfort.
Gary's relationship with food began long before adulthood. His mom always made sure he was well fed, maybe too well. As a child, he overheard his siblings mocking his weight, and it cut deep. From that moment, food became his shield. In high school, his insecurities only worsened. He stopped seeing his body as something to care for and started using food as an emotional crutch. Each meal was no longer about hunger, but about protection, a way to hide from pain. That shield, once his comfort, is now the very thing trapping him in his own failing body.
In a matter of weeks, I was hanging with celebrities and living large. Around this time, my cousin introduced me to crystal meth. So I tried it. I did it for 2 days in a row. And even though I wasn't planning on doing it again after that.
Then, his life took a darker turn. Gary left school and chased his dream in music, and for a while it worked. He booked gigs, met industry names, tasted success. But then, addiction slipped in quietly, followed by binge eating, and everything unraveled. Drugs and food became twin escapes, numbing him while stealing everything else. He lost deals, connections, and respect. The career he built crumbled almost overnight. Now, he's left with the wreckage, his body heavier than ever, his health failing, and the haunting weight of knowing his own choices helped bring him here.
Well balanced.
When I saw him bedbound for the first time, couldn't get out the bed, couldn't go to the bathroom, I was hurt, because I've been working with Gary for years, like.
Gary's condition is critical. Unable to make it to the clinic, he meets doctor, now via video call. The verdict is alarming. At over 700 pounds, his risk is extreme. Dr. Now doesn't sugarcoat it. The first goal is to work with physiotherapists to build mobility and drop into the 600s. This won't be easy. Every session will push his limits, but without it, there's no path forward. For Gary, it's the first clear roadmap he's had in years. Whether he follows it will decide if this is a turning point or just another false start.
Over it. I want you to start to follow it right now so we can start losing weight. And I'm going to arrange PT to come start working with you 3 times a week. And you need to work hard with your physical therapy to get yourself.
The message is clear. Gary's got serious work ahead. In another video session, Doctor Now reiterates how urgent the situation is. Physiotherapists will help him with targeted exercises to get him moving again. The challenge? He's still over 700 pounds, and the doctor's target is to bring him down into the lower 600s. That means discipline, effort, and 0 excuses. The question lingers. Can Gary push past years of inactivity and start building the strength he needs? Or will he fall back into the same patterns that have kept him trapped for so long?
Hello, shoulders back, strong. He can pull himself up in bed, he can lift his limbs, he can pull himself up on his feet. He has the motivation, he has like a positive outlook. That makes a huge, huge difference.
Then, progress. Doctor Now sends a physiotherapist to Gary's home. She works patiently, guiding him through the steps. The breakthrough comes when Gary stands for a full 45 seconds, longer than he's managed since becoming immobile. It's a victory, small to some, but monumental to him. That moment lights something inside him. If he can stand for nearly a minute, maybe he can walk again. The exercises will be hard, but now he knows it's possible. And for the first time in years, Gary feels a flicker of genuine hope.
Waiting.
I guess I'm gonna stop waiting.
So what are you going to do different this time? Do you want to change your life or not?
Yes.
If you want to change your life, what changes are you going to make? Tell me so I can write them down.
But hope alone isn't enough. Gary starts slacking on his exercises and the results stall. Doctor Now calls for a follow-up and his disappointment is obvious. There's no magic trick here. Progress requires work and Gary isn't putting in enough. The doctor's words cut through any excuses. If Gary wants to change his life, he needs to earn it. That means daily effort, no skipping, no shortcuts. The warning is clear. Keep this up or the chance for real recovery will vanish faster than he thinks.
Keep going.
He can go through there.
Yeah.
He go through there in his chair all the time.
This is the first time I had a change of scenery in a while. I'm excited, but I'm also nervous. But at least I'm in good hands. And I'm hoping Dr. Now let me come down to Houston. That's all I really care about right now.
Finally, Gary takes a bold step, literally. For the first time in years, he leaves his house. He postpones his appointment with Doctor Now, believing he needs more time to hit his target. Now, he's heading to a local hospital to weigh in. It's a moment filled with nerves. What if the scale shows no progress? Still, walking into that hospital is a victory in itself. No matter what the numbers say, Gary has proven to himself that he can push past fear and take action. That's worth something.
And then in 2 months, we'll check back with you and see how you're doing, okay?
Okay.
So at this point, everything is up to you.
It is. And I'm gonna do what I have to do.
Then comes the breakthrough we've been waiting for. Gary stands up and moves, not just briefly, but with purpose. This time, the effort is real, the determination visible in every step. It's more than exercise, it's defiance against the life that's kept him trapped. His ultimate goal remains unchanged: meet Dr. Now in person. If he keeps this fire alive, that meeting will happen. And when it does, it could mark the moment Gary finally breaks free from the weight, both physical and emotional, that's been holding him down for far too long.